boys and girls, it's Miss Haynie again. I'm here to read my second book to you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, the title of our book, what our story is called, is If You Give a Mouse a Muffin. Or, I'm sorry, not if you give a mouse a muffin, if you give a moose a muffin. And if you remember, I read you If You Give a Mouse a Cookie one time. So this is another story that the same author that wrote If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, he also wrote If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And our author's name is Laura Joff Numeroff. And the author, remember, is the person who writes the words. And our illustrator, the person who draws the pictures, is Felicia Bond. And this is our front cover. So go ahead and look at the front cover. Think about If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. What do you think is going to happen in this story? If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. So, you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another, and another, and another. When they're all gone, he'll ask you to make more. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He'll want to go with you, of course. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask you to borrow a sweater. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice that one of the buttons is loose. So he'll ask you for a needle and thread. He'll start sewing the button. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandma used to make. Wonder what he's going to ask for now. So he'll ask for some old socks. What do you think he's going to do with the old socks? Remember, he remembered puppets, and now he's getting socks. Think about that. He'll make sock puppets. Have you ever played with a sock puppet before? I bet you could do that at home. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show, of course. He'll need some cardboard and paints. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. And the scenery is kind of like the setting. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. So he'll ask for something to cover him up. You'll bring him a sheet from your bed. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much, he'll knock over all the paints. Uh-oh. Look at that little boy. How do you think he's feeling? So he'll use the sheets to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask you for some soap to wash it out. He'll probably want to hang the sheets up to dry. Oh, who did they see in the window? Looks like the boy's mother. I wonder how she's going to feel about this big mess they're making. He'll go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of jam. Oh, remember at the beginning of the story when he was eating the homemade blackberry jam? And he'll probably ask you for some more. And chances are, if you give him the jam, predict what is he going to ask for now? He'll want a muffin to go with it. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this book. This is one of my favorite books. And the If You Give a Books are one of my favorite series to read. So when the library opens back up, you should look for these because there's plenty more out there. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed our story, and I can't wait to read to you again. Bye.